Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos, and today we have the Post-nerf Darklord deck. I covered so much Darklords in my channel that I feel like I had to do him justice and build the pure, quote-unquote pure version that is going, or what it's going to look like, at least when I run it post-nerf. You guys have been living under a rock. You don't know, but we now can only have 2 Darklord contact and 1 sanctified Darklord in that Darklord build. So we gotta try to add different cards. Not only that, but we also lost beatdown, so we can't even run. I mean, you can run beatdown, but you'll only be able to use it once post nerf. So we're not gonna run beatdown. Instead, we are running Allured by Darkness skill. You don't know what this skill does. Can be used each time, so you can use this infinitely. Your life points decrease by 1800. Instead of conducting your normal draw, Allure of Darkness is added to your hand from outside of your deck. Allure of Darkness. Draw 2 cards, then banish 1 dark monster from your hand, or if you do not have any card in your hand, send your entire hand to the graveyard. So all of our Darklord monsters are dark, meaning this is just gonna help you with some more draw power. And the reason why that's important is because now that we have only 2 contact, it's going to be a little harder to draw into it. So Allure of Darkness is going to aid that a little bit. And not only that, thanks to the latest Duel event, Darklords now have an additional boss monster you can easily run, which is Legendary Magigar set. This guy is a beast. It's actually a fiend. Cannot be normal summon or set, must be special summoned from your hand by attributing all monsters you control, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card's attack becomes the combined original attack of the attributed monsters. Not only that, if this card attacks the defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. So this gains ridiculous attack and then it pierces. So this is going to be your game ender. It's very easy to summon since Darklords have no problem swarming the board. And it's a special summon, so even if you have to commit your normal summon with something like Ukobak, you can still go and special summon this guy afterwards, and hopefully go for a game. So that's another thing that Allure of Darkness is going to help us with. It's going to help us draw into our Legendary Magigar set and end the game. So yeah, the Darklord engine is going to look like 3 Eggshell, 3 Banishment, 2 Contact, 1 Sanctified Darklord. And then you have, your Superbia and 3 Nastin. After that, it's up to you. I'm running 1 Desire and 1 Morningstar. A lot of people don't like running Morningstar, so you're probably better off with 2 Desire. I'm also running Dusk alongside Ukobak. Ukobak, I think it's really important, and I think it can definitely take the spot of the 3rd contact, because he'll help you get the deck going. Dusk is another card that not a lot of people will run. I like running it because it lets me get away with running 1 Desire. I can always use Dusk to get him back from the graveyard. We also have 1 Test for protection. And I needed 1 more card, so I threw in Wall of Disruption because a lot of people don't expect this in Darklords. So it helped a lot in the deck. Now this is all contingent on how popular Gravekeepers are going to be once this nerf is implemented. If we're gonna see a lot of Gravekeepers, I don't have an out for Necro Valley. So what I would have to do in that instance is probably get rid of Morningstar and maybe get rid of the Dusk and go for a double Cosmic Cyclone. If you're a little bit paranoid, you can get rid of the Wall of D as well and just run triple Cosmic Cyclone so you don't auto lose to Necro Valley. But we have to see what the meta is going to look like. Right now, I didn't want to force the Cyclones. I wanted to keep more monsters so I could, have more targets for my Allure of Darkness. That way we can get into our boss monster and just, get ridiculous amount of damage. So I'm going to show you guys some replays. It's still pretty basic Darklords, so in the gameplay, I try to showcase the boss monster and the skill as much as possible, because other than that, you guys know what Darklords are all about. Draw, special summon, negate, and go for a game. But yeah, the beatdown really hurts. It makes the deck less aggressive. I mean, everything hurt. You're very limited to what kind of staples you can run in the deck. We're gonna Eggshell, draw 2. We don't get anything, which is very unfortunate. But we're going up against Metaphys, so they don't usually are able to OTK turn 1. So I definitely got lucky. I could have summoned Nastin, but I didn't want to commit my entire hand into one Nastin. So we're gonna take this 26, activate Allure by Darkness. It's going to banish to, shuffle into the deck to search. Let's go ahead and activate that Allure of Darkness. Banish the Desire. I could have easily, just kept the Desire, activate the effect, send this guy to the graveyard, summon another monster, but that's actually not lethal anymore because we don't have beatdown. This would be 2000 and then this would be 2600, which is not lethal. So instead I'm just gonna banish the Desire. He gains some life, which is fine. Now I can discard the Superbia that I search. We're gonna search Contact. This is gonna get the Superbia back. Superbia is gonna summon Eggshell, and we have 3 boys for the main guy. Legendary Magigar set, 8000 attack, 5400 over the Daedalus. Crazy. We did have the benefit of my opponent not having any kind of back row, so that's why we're able to go for the OTK. But obviously, you'll make those decisions depending on the duel. If there was back row, if I was concerned, I would have played it differently. This one is really cool though. This is probably my favorite replay. We're going up against a Dark Magician deck, kind of. But just the amount of times I'm able to use this skill in this particular duel, it's insane. We're going to draw 2. Special summon with Superbia, special summon Eggshell. We still have our normal summon, so Ukobak can send a banishment to the graveyard so that I can search a test. So we have Protection, we have Sanctified, and we have Ukobak to tribute with Sanctified. So basically we have 2 negates, Protection, another search. We're sitting good here. I'm gonna go ahead and lose some more life, activate my skill. But I don't really need to draw right now, so we're just gonna keep that Allure of Darkness for a rainy day. And we're gonna start baiting some of that back, or Wall of D. Alright, Sanctified. I don't lose as much attack, and I'm able to gain life because, I was running kind of low at 2000. Top decks a Mahad, which is super bad for Darklords since the boy can just get to 5000 for no reason. So we're gonna go ahead and negate that. We'll still take 1200 on the Superbia, so we can activate our skill yet again because we paid 1000 and we took 1200. And let's go ahead and use our Allure of Darkness, shall we? We have 2 in hand now. We're gonna draw some more. We had 3 banishments, so I think we're gonna save the other Allure of Darkness and we're gonna try to bait some more of that back row. I don't have my boss monster yet, but even if I did, we don't really want to use him just yet. Ukobak to send the Sanctified so we can negate that Mahad again. Floodgate is going to stop my my Desire, unfortunately. And we had plenty of options right here. Leave that animation. A lot of you guys said this was your favorite, which I can't hate it, man. Red Dark Magician looks really cool. So I have so many options, right? I can let him try to attack into my Desire and use my test. At that point, he'll be face up, so I'll be able to use the effect. Other than that, as long as I keep a monster in the field, we have the Allure of Darkness to draw some more. Okay, he's going to special summon Amulet Dragon. Attempt to banish all my spells, but luckily we send Sanctified with Ukobak, so we're going to be able to negate that, gain some more life. And we keep losing life, meaning we're going to be able to activate our skill yet again. Goes for the enemy controller to destroy Eggshell. We're going to protect with Tess. Activate our skill for the 3rd time. That is my 3rd Allure of Darkness. We're going to search a dark. That way we can banish with Allure of Darkness. Banish. I'm going to draw with Eggshell. And being able to draw with Eggshell was clutch because I'm able to send the Sanctified to the graveyard. But even if I didn't have Eggshell, I could have gone for Allure of Darkness yet again. And look at the size of my deck. I was pretty much guaranteed to get to my Legendary Magigar set. And all I gotta do is summon the boy and attack for lethal. That would have been lethal even over the Mahad, and I probably should have done that just to get the Mahad to 5000 and still beat him with my 8400 beast. But yeah, that was probably my favorite duel just because of how much draw power I got. I even kept an Allure of Darkness, didn't have to use it because my deck was pretty much depleted already. Alright, so here we're going up against Mai. They decide to just set a card and not do anything. Probably not the smartest decision of their lives. We're going to summon Nastin. Nastin is going to search Contact. Contact is going to give me an eggshell on the field. And we still have our normal summon, so we'll go ahead and summon Uko back. Actually, never mind, I just used the Contact. Get rid of the 3. 4800 piercing over a Secret 6 Samurai Gemba. Yikes. And that's how easy you can go into your boss monster. There wasn't any delay the whole time I was doing that, so I figured it's either a bluff or maybe like a wall of D, and I just took the chance and went for the attack. Ended up paying off. Alright, here we have a Yami Yugi. We're going second again, so we could potentially set up an easy OTK. Mausoleum of the Emperor, pay 1,000 to set a monster. So we're gonna go ahead and draw. First we get Contact because that can give me 2 monsters on the field. Send Superbia, draw 2. We top deck our legendary Magigar set, so let's do the same thing. Summon him. We only need to pierce for 3,000. If we don't kill him, next turn we have our skill. Game. But yeah, as I said, I saved this replays because I was trying to showcase the Magigar set. The deck will still function as any normal Darklord deck. You're just gonna be a little more careful with your resources. And in this duel, I try to show that. I'm not using the Magigar set on this one. This is just pure Darklord plays. And yeah, the deck I mean, the deck is not dead by any means. I don't think anyone thought it was, but it seemed like the hit came a little bit too early, in my opinion. Alright, we're gonna activate Contact. He goes for Master, and we're gonna special summon Uko back off of Superbia and immediately send a banishment. That way we can search Tess in response to a pulse. Summon the Morning Star. Eggshell is going to search the Tess, and all I gotta do is clear the field for it. Unfortunately we mill or boss monster, but that's fine. We have our other boss, Morningstar. So we have Tess to protect. If I leave him without monsters, I pretty much win the duel. There's the pulse. He attempts to destroy my Nastin. I'm gonna send Tess from the grave, from the hand, excuse me, and we get the win. Darklords, still good. I think they're very Allure of Darkness can definitely do a lot for the deck. But there's other skills. There's compensation. There's, if you want to run Destiny Draw, you can run Destiny Draw and then just, you know, search your legendary Magigar set. I personally really like the Allure of Darkness. I just like the card in general, and this is the first time I was able to use this skill successfully in that regard, because you lose life so easily with Darklords, and there's literally no limit to how many Allure of Darkness you can draw into. But that's gonna be it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. And till next time.